Gas prices breaking records day after day here in Michigan. This morning, prices are up 2 cents from yesterday's record to $4.35 per gallon now for regular unleaded. And here in Metro Detroit, prices are up 5 cents from $4.31 to $4.36 a gallon. Across the country, prices are $4.37 a gallon. And joining us this morning to talk about these rising gas prices is Adrienne Woodland, a gas expert over at AAA. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Rhonda.
This is really stressing people out. So first thing first, as you and your colleagues are looking at where this is going, prices are high now. Could they get even higher, or is there some plateau for drivers?
Well, there's several factors right now going into the rising gas prices that we're seeing locally as well as nationally. One of the major factors that occurred over the last week or so is here in the Midwest, the available gasoline stocks dropped, and it actually is lower than what we saw this time last year. So that coupled with an increase in demand for gasoline, along with crude oil prices that are trading well above the $105 mark, it just added all together. And unfortunately, drivers are seeing higher gas prices.
And these are the highest prices we have ever seen. So when you say we're seeing higher prices, is all of the factors that you just mentioned something that will stick around and keep the prices going up?
Yeah, we definitely are seeing records. National just broke a record today that was set back in March. The state of Michigan, we broke our record that was set in March, as well as Metro Detroit. Everyone is seeing record breaking prices at this point.
So what about us as drivers? What are the tips that AAA gives in terms of how we can save on gas?
There are definitely ways that drivers can save on fuel. One of the first things that drivers can do is you want to combine your errands. You want to plan ahead on those errands. So you want to make sure you can get everything done in kind of one particular area and plan ahead. So you're making sure that you're not backtracking and going over steps. That's a great way to save fuel. Another way to save fuel economy, remove extra items from your car that don't need to be there. Removing that extra weight from your vehicle does help to improve fuel economy. And this is also a good time to shop around. Shop around and look for some of the lower prices in your area. And also consider enrolling in some type of fuel savings program.
All great advice. Of course, the summer travel season is just around the corner. Families are trying to make plans. Are there some suggestions that AAA is giving in terms of where we can go a little closer to home? I'm sure these high prices are going to impact at least where people are going to head in their cars.
Yeah, certainly. One of the things that we've seen historically when it comes to higher gas prices and travel, most people will still take their trips. Consumers will just look for other ways to save money. They may not eat out as much on those vacations, or they'll look for opportunities for lower price or even free activities.
Very good suggestions. Well, Adrienne, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm hopeful that the next time we talk, we're talking about how gas prices are lower.
I agree, Rhonda. Thank you for having me.
You bet.